What up? It's your boy Big Vern. Welcome to App Stupid Studios, the fastest growing sports and entertainment channel on these YouTube streets. We did it. We're in season 3 thanks to you all. This is where we cover NBA, college basketball, and college football, along with the NFL. Thanks to you all for making us one of your stops and destinations in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So sit back, relax, let us do our thing. Welcome to App Stupid. What up? What up? It's your boy Big Vern in the building. On a beautiful Tuesday here in the Midwest, we got a heat wave, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be 45 degrees today. Make sure you go ahead and get out, get you a nice walk, stretch your feet. We got a great show lined up for you today. I didn't cut any kind of content yesterday. I was at a funeral, but I am glad to be here. The Texans, they fire Bobby Slowik. What does this mean for like I said, what does this mean for them in the AFC South? Who knows? Then Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll gets hired by the Raiders. Is he too old to do this? You'll go ahead and get our thoughts on this. And then Dallas Cowboys. What in the hell? This is a follow-up story that we did last week that we thought had no chance in hell, but yeah, there's a chance. Then CBS, they try to give Chip Kelly fake flowers. We call them out for what I call propaganda TV. The Bears, they are having a ridiculous offseason in the coach's room. We'll go ahead and talk about that. Then Josh Allen. Has Josh Allen run out of time in Buffalo? Also, Patrick Mahomes. Is he the best clutch QB quarterback out there? And then finally, with the Birds, go Birds, the Eagles. If the Eagles and Saquon Barkley, if they win the Super Bowl, is he the MVP? These stories and many more when we come back from a quick 20 from a new rap album we're promoting this month. Always and forever. This is your boy Big Vern. Drop the spot. Bam, 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 bam. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. We promoting another rap album this month. Mac Miller, Balloonerism, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is $5 Pony Rides, Friendly Hallucinations. Friendly Hallucinations is dope. That's a really good song. Excisors, and then Mannequins. Mac Miller, Balloonerism, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Mac Myron. Rest in peace. It's a really good album. I dug it. So when we get into this, I asked the question, has Josh Allen run out of time? Because the look that he had Sunday versus the Kansas City Chiefs in that loss, him sitting on the bench, he looked very stoic. And I said to myself, has he run out of time? Because that's the look of a guy who knew that was his best chance and his last chance to get to the Super Bowl. And that's a legit question. This isn't a jump up and down, ha, y'all lost, wag of the finger. That's a serious question. Think of all the talent that they've had in Buffalo and the great seasons they've had, and still they came up short. Has he run out of time? I don't believe in a Bills Mafia. That's not a such thing. I don't believe in that. And he had a good season. Don't get me wrong. He was a hell of a season. But if we're going to go by numbers and we're going to go by players, yeah, him and Lamar Jackson, they split this season 1-1. They lost in the regular season to Baltimore. Baltimore lost in the playoffs to them. But by the numbers, Lamar Jackson still outplayed him in both of those games. Lamar Jackson has more yards, more touchdowns in those games. There cannot be a quarterback that loses an MVP award who has more yards, more touchdowns, and fewer interceptions with a higher QBR. That's never happened. That's never happened. Facts over feelings. And so when you look at this from 40,000 feet, and you can be an objective fan, has Josh Allen run out of time? That's a legit question. How many pushes does he need? And respectfully, I ask that question. How many times are you going to be force fed Josh Allen? Because that's all we've seen in the past 5 years. He's 7 years into his NFL journey, 3 short of a dime. After 10 years, you don't win another Super Bowl if you haven't won one in 10 years. And you have to live with the fact that you are a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. And again, you don't have to tear somebody down to give somebody else props. That to me, that doesn't make any sense. What I am saying is that here it is. He tried his hardest. He did his best. He still lost. And at some point, are you just happy with being good? Because the division is going to change. The division is going to change, and it's going to change drastically. Just how much will the division change? We'll go over that when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album. This is your boy Big Vern. Always and forever, y'all know what it is. Drop the spot. Bam, bam. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. 2025, new album out on the streets. Bodie James and Who the Hell is Carlo? Hidden in plain sight, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites are Hidden in Plain Sight, the feature track with Conway the Machine and Styles P, Big Wings, and Brick James. Bodie James and Who the Hell is Carlo? Hidden in Plain Sight, in stores. Yeah, Bodie James. Y'all know how I feel about that Brick James track, so I'm not even going to hold you. But when we got back into this Josh Allen and how the division is going to change, I don't think that people understand football is a 365 motion always. It's moving. Just because certain teams aren't playing anymore doesn't mean moves aren't being made. The Patriots, for whatever you think of Vrabel as a coach, he has assembled a really good coaching staff. And as much as I like the kid Drake Mayonnaise and all the guys up in New England, they have a really good coaching tree that Vrabel is building, and they are going to be contenders. So whatever supremacy Buffalo has enjoyed the last 5 years, that could come to a screeching halt. That could all come to a screeching halt because Mike Vrabel is putting together a really good coaching tree in New England right now. I think I'll even do a segment on that later. The Fighting Fish and McDaniel down in South Beach. I don't know what they're going to do as far as Tua Tagovailoa, but if they are able to go ahead and trade and get a QB so they're not beholden to him, now, like I said, in a couple of strong draft choices, Miami looks very viable. The Jets, they've retooled with Aaron Glenn. And so when I ask this question, has Josh Allen really run out of time? That's not me trolling. That's me being realistic about a situation. This was their best chance, and they still came up short. That's not taking anything away from him. That's not taking anything away from his season. But there are a couple of things we have to acknowledge. Number one, he's not the MVP. If we're going to go by numbers of every quarterback in the National Football League, and we're going to go by interceptions and QBR and yardage and touchdowns, he cannot be. Not when there are other quarterbacks who have more touchdowns, more yardages, fewer interceptions. That's just how that works. That's numbers. You all had a great season. You can't take anything away from that. Enjoy that. But the corporatists, they got the matchup they wanted. Corporatists got the matchup they wanted. The fans wanted Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead. That's what they wanted. You gave it to them opening night. The ratings have never been higher for a game. But you had to have Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. And you got it. You got it. And it didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. and you set this kid up. Now, I don't know where Buffalo goes from here. I know James Cook is a hell of a running back, and I don't know why he was missing in the last plays of that game when Kansas City had no answers for James Cook, whether he wanted to go ahead and get into space or he was running in between the tackles. That's something that Bills fans have to ask themselves. They intentionally put the ball in Josh Allen's hands to win that game, and when it didn't happen, they might have just seen their best chance to be Super Bowl champions walk right out the window. And if that's the truth, I don't know what it is. But if you are in the Buffalo area, get in the comments. Let me know how you feel. This is Big Vern. I'll be back.